We hope everyone had a lovely break and welcome you back to Bowl TV for the next round of match play at the 2017 Intercollegiate Team Championships taking place at the Raising Cane's River Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm Aaron Smith alongside Emil Williams Jr. and Jason Thomas. And we are down to our final 8 teams on both the men's and women's side. 16 teams left overall, all of them competing right now. So we have a combination of winners and elimination brackets going on. Our featured pairs 27 through 30 here in this 44-lane venue, both elimination matches. At 27 and 28, we have Pikeville taking on Lindenwood Belleville. 29-30, Stephen F. Austin and Maryland Eastern Shore, pair teams that spent some time here last week as part of the NCAA Women's Bowling Championships. Other elimination matches going on the women's side. Newman taking on Midland. That's on 37 and 38. On the men's side, Midland and Weber. Our winners bracket matches. This is our first opportunity to see these teams today after going 2-0 yesterday. On the men's side, Wisconsin Whitewater and McKendree. That's on 23 and 24. And over on 15 and 16, we have Wichita State and William Patterson. For the women, we have Weber and Pikeville undefeated on 33 and 34, along with top seed Wisconsin Whitewater taking on McKendree on 41 and 42. This is a best-of-7 elimination format here. Although the teams in the winner's bracket will not be eliminated if they happen to lose. They will head down to the elimination bracket. Double elimination is the deal here at the ITC. As we get closer and closer to figuring out who's going to be on our televised final, which will be taking place here at the River Center tomorrow. We'll have actually 4 shows taped. We'll also provide you the information if you'd like to see it on bowl.com. Have a nice generic title, Champions Crowned at the Intercollegiate Team and Singles Championships for 2017. Or you can wait to watch the shows in May, all on CBS Sports Network. I believe May 2nd is the women's singles show, May 9th the men's singles show, May 15th the women's team show, and finally May 30th our last show, the men's team event here at the ITC. All those times at 8 p.m. Eastern. In case any of you like filling out your schedule early, make sure your Tuesday nights are taken care of. The lanes were reconditioned for this block. So back on the fresh, we talked about it a lot during the earlier round today. Teams are going to have to grind on the fresh. Don't expect to see a lot of 250, 260 games necessarily. If you're able to sneak through 190, 202 team, probably going to win most matches. Shot making at a premium. Pikeville unable to lean on the 10 there. Again, for information, live scoring, and more, visit bowl.com/ITC. Live scoring up and running already. Eight teams have already headed home so far. I think the big surprise on a lot of people's bracket on the women's side, Wichita State getting eliminated early in competition. Always a contender. Was the runner-up last year at the team championships. They were knocked out by Stephen F. Austin, who we're getting the opportunity to see here in this round.
Just a quick note, folks, all informative tools that you need are in the event description. Live scoring, men's bracket, and the women's bracket. So save you a little trip, opening up a new tab initially. You can just go down right to the event description, open up the tab there. Of course, it's all there for you. Format does not change until tomorrow's TV finals. Best of 7, first to 4 games, first to win 4 games. Tomorrow will be the first to win 3 games. Best of 5. Thank you to all who are watching and have watched and are returning. If anyone is new to the event, this is the 2017 Intercollegiate Team Championships. The United States Bowling Conference Collegiate Division. National titles are on the line in 2 disciplines, singles and team. This is the team portion. The singles championships qualifying and the match play portion brackets were determined earlier in the week. 4 semifinalists for the men and the women will bowl tomorrow for singles championships. At the end of competition today, we will have 4 teams remaining, 2 on the men and 2 on the women, who will move on to TV for a team championship, of course, tomorrow. Teams did qualify through 4 sectional site locations in March. If you're unfamiliar with college bowling, think NCAA college basketball. Many teams were broken up into those who qualified for sectionals first and foremost, separated by rankings and geographical locations. The 4 sectional sites were in Allentown, Pennsylvania, Dallas, Texas, Smyrna, Tennessee, and Addison, Illinois. 4 teams advanced from each sectional, both men and women. So 16 teams and 16 men and 16 women's teams advanced to the ITCs. Some have been eliminated, as Aaron alluded to earlier. This is a double elimination match play bracket format. The elimination matches on 27 and 28, 29 and 30. Winners matches on the opposite ends, essentially. Willie P. and Wichita State, along with McKendree and Wisconsin Whitewater, ongoing as well. On the men's side, those are winners bracket matches. Of course, we'll get the cameras in position as best we can to bring you some of those as we move forward. On the women's side, again, Whitewater and McKendree. That is not a typo or a misspoke. Both programs doing work on the men's and women's side, and Pikeville and Weber on the women's side. Again, another winner's bracket match. I believe that covers it all, I think.
It does. Now let's get to some results after one. Our featured pair, Stephen F. Austin, up 1-0 on Maryland Eastern Shore, 196 to 151 there. Pikeville is going to go up 1-0 against Lindenwood Belleville. Some other men's matches. See, Weber up 1-0 against Midland. Pretty sure William Patterson took the first game against Wichita State. The Wisconsin Whitewater women up 1-0 on McKendree. Pikeville women just need some count on their field ball to take a 1-0 advantage over Weber. The McKendree men up 1-0 on Wisconsin Whitewater. That's again pretty unique, those two schools facing off against each other.
Quick note on the chat. NCAA teams are competing in this event. Those who are here chose to register as a USBC collegiate team and compete, I believe, in at least one event during the season. Therefore, of course, can be placed in the sectional and make their way through the sectional as Stephen F. Austin has, Maryland Eastern Shore, McKendree.
All three NCAA teams that competed in both events still in the field here. McKendree, the NCAA champion last week right here at the River Center. 3 out of the 8. The NCAA program definitely strong as well, as that continues to grow alongside USBC Collegiate, surpassing 200 teams for the first time here in the 2016 and 2017 season. The Weber men finally won a game 1 against Midland. They're looking settled in once again on the fresh as that game hits a little past the halfway point over on 19 and 20. Few miscues the early going from Midland. That is an elimination match. Speaking of doing good things, Shina Saras from Maryland Eastern Shore makes it 3 in a row for the Hawks. Bounce back after an open in the first.
Really good player. Says a matchup of teams, of course, are programs who have won NCAA titles. Maryland Eastern Shore has doubled and won an ITC title. I think actually 2. One year they did do the rare double, won both the NCAA and the ITC title.
Something McKendree hasn't played this week at the moment.
They certainly do. 2 matchups of 2 very good anchor players. Stephanie Schwartz for Stephen F. Austin and Tashina Sorouse, of course, as well for Maryland Eastern Shore. No doubt that the rest of their respective lineups are strong also. You see Jackie Rhoda from Maryland Eastern Shore. She's on TV no matter what this week. She's a singles semifinalist, or finalist. I beg your pardon. She will bowl tomorrow, but looking to bowl along with her teammates as well. UMES won the MEAC Conference Championship there. Scott Hill slapping it out.
The way this week is going, I heard he'll need an agent after he graduates, so I believe you are. I believe you'll be first in line. Miscue on the 10 there. Looked like a little footing issue there for Pikeville. Early open for them. Weber International can get to 235 this game. Midland a few frames behind, can max out at 205, so Weber's going to go up 2 games to none. It's a men's match, elimination match once again. Wisconsin Whitewater holds lead at the halfway point against McKendree on the men's side. Over on the women's side, it's pretty close right now. Whitewater with a slight advantage. McKendree can make it up with a double in the 6th. So Stephen F. Austin, 7th and 10th by Paige Krauser. Leaving it in the hands of Stephanie Schwartz here. They can get to 225. .230 still available for Maryland Eastern Shore with this, or excuse me, 220. No, 230, I was right. Been a long week. So 230 still out there with the spare conversion. Missing the head pin. Drops that max down to 219. Stephen F. Austin could shut out here. Splits the 8-9. Just a few pins to count now. And the Lady Jacks will be up at 2 games to none. Wichita State over on 15 and 16, going to tie things up against William Patterson. That match at 1 apiece. I believe those 2 met last year in William Patterson's run to the title. Standing room only here at the Raising Cane's River Center. These teams have had great support throughout the week. And as teams get eliminated, still sticking around. Obviously a lot of friendships, a lot of acquaintances made throughout the collegiate bowling program. Have your alternate teams to root for when yours possibly gets eliminated, so I definitely want to just watch some good bowling and see how it all unfolds here. Barn burner between Whitewater and McKendree on the men's side. They're getting ready for the 10th frame. McKendree can take the win, working on 3 in a row as they start the 10th frame. McKendree's going to go up 2-0 on Whitewater. Just a matter of getting some count on the men's side. Women's match, McKendree needs to make a spare and get good count. To even that match up at 1 apiece. Mr. McNeil back in attendance. Wichita and Willie P tied up at 1 apiece. The McKendree women need 8 or better to tie things against Wisconsin Whitewater. That match way down on 41 and 42. Jessica Millott in the anchor position for McKendree. And she got 7, so we have a tie. Pair of undefeated teams on the women's side. Whitewater up 1.5 to 1/2 in that match. The Midland women are going to go up 2-0 against Newman. We saw them shoot a big 289 earlier here on Bowl TV. The McKendree men up 2-0 on Wisconsin Whitewater. Weber men up 2-0 on Midland. However, Midland men have started with the front 5 here in Game 3.
I think that's a must-have game for Midland. Don't want to go down 3-0 to Weber. I don't care who you are.
Like, even if you were the Adam Splitters, you wouldn't want to go down 3-0 to Weber?
Even them too. There's just certain teams that don't really give you any opportunities to begin with. But when they do, of course, you as the opponent must capitalize. And then at the same time, you know, in their situation, they're up 2-0, but Midland has come out the aggressor this game with front 5 and now a 9 count in the 6th frame. So they've got to continue to do what they do and win that game. It's just like any other best of 7. The odds are not in your favor if you're down 3-0. Not saying it can't be done. It makes it a heck of a lot tougher.
Lindenwood Belleville is going to take Game 2 against Pikeville. This match will be knotted up at 1 apiece in just a moment or two, just a matter of final score.
The other thing to consider, I'm thinking, in that matchup is the Weber's been pretty consistent on their, I'm not sure if I can call it their strategy, but however they're playing the lanes. And it certainly affects the other team in some way.
I think we 100% saw that in the match against Notre Dame, Ohio. Obviously, those lanes had seen some wear and tear. I think both of the matches we've caught Weber so far has been on the burn, so I haven't got to watch them on the fresh too much. But yeah, a combination of all that urethane, playing steeper angles as well, and being able to carry while they're doing that too is, like I said, I really haven't seen anyone else kind of create that type of ball motion with urethane to where they've been able to carry consistently, get the corners out, all that fun stuff. Lady Jacks on a tear here. Recapturing some of that 2016 magic. The Weber women are going to go up, are going to tie their match against Pikeville as a winner's bracket match, 1-1. It's the only match still in game 2 at the moment. I'm going to go out on a limb here, Mr. Williams, and say that Stephen F. Austin out here at the ITCs after the NCAAs is feeling a little looser, feeling a little more at ease. Coming here as the defending champion on the NCAA side. I think they kind of felt it all season that, you know, all of a sudden when you move up to big dog on campus, everyone tries to knock you off. Obviously, they want to get that success that you found. And now that that title defense is over, you know, can kind of breathe and reset. And this is kind of back to the free roll that they had in the past 2 years at the NCAAs, where they were in that position trying to knock off the big dog in Nebraska.
Yep. I agree with that assessment. They've also competed in this event before as well. In fact, they've got a nice little streak going themselves here at the ITC's 6 consecutive appearances here. Really great job at the coaching staff there. Amber and Steve Lemke helped start the program, or not helped start the program, but got the program, I believe, to one of their first ITC appearances in, when they were at Wisconsin Whitewood as well, which was several years back at this point. Working with the women there.
Quick update, Midland's going to get their first win against Weber. Weber still holds the advantage, however, 2-1. Dollar says the Warriors win that match.
Well said.
The Midland-Weber match, the Warriors are going to win that. Yes, that was a poor attempt at humor. Both teams are nicknamed the Warriors in that one.
Well,
so
it took me a couple seconds. I almost took the bet.
For which Warriors, though?
Well, it's an automatic. Just say yes and be handed $1.
One pin for Stephanie Schwartz will give the Lady Jacks a 3-0 advantage against Maryland Eastern Shore. Another good match between the Wisconsin Whitewater and McKendree men. Stephanie says, just one is boring, let's get all four. Great conversion there. Wichita State is going to take game 3 against William Patterson to go up 2-1. Just a matter of final score there. Neil Cooley in the chat. Totally understand that decision. Part of the 2015 Midland team that made to the ITC show. Now here's my question for Neil, since he's in the chat. Whatever happened to Vern Troyer? Where did he go after that? You got to see him on the show that year. Did he make a reappearance in 2016? Where is he at this year? What happened to Vern, man? .220 to 194. Stephen F. Austin. Up 3-0 against Maryland Eastern Shore. Can the Hawks get something going here? They've bowled well their past 2 games, but has not been enough as the Lady Jacks have gotten out of the gate strong.
Players only meeting in the background for Maryland Eastern Shore. Sometimes that's necessary. I tell you, there's nothing like being down 3-0. It shows what you made of. Sometimes you just face a good team on a roll, high scores, etc.
Jackie Rhoda gets that one to push just enough to trip the 4. See if that momentum can continue. Over on the high end, the McKendree women are going to tie things up with Wisconsin Whitewater at 1.5 apiece. The Wisconsin Whitewater men are going to grab their first point against the McKendree men. McKendree still with the advantage at 2-1. Weber up at 2-1 against Midland. Also on the men's side. Miscue for Pikeville in the 8th. Looks just a tad too much. Sends the 5 around the 9. So Belleville gains the advantage. A little too close to tell right now in the Newman-Midland women's match. Asking for a Willie P update. Wichita State is up 2-1. They are in the infancy of game 4. A pair of opens, however, to start for William Patterson, and looking at another split in the third frame. Wichita State clean through 2. Pikeville sets up the foundation frame. Gain a few pins back on count.
That was a heck of a shot there. Big time.
Double for Maryland Eastern Shore after the open in the second. Anybody's ball game right now in this Lindenwood Belleville Pikeville game number 3. Belleville's going to hand the ball off to Scott Hill, who's looking and knows right now, if I fill 20, we can't lose. If I fill 21 and a half or better, or 20 and a half, we're one step closer. And the teams trade 2-4-5 chops. That makes Scott's job much easier now. 9 pins and 2 shots. Just one optional as well. Midland defeats Newman 164-155 over on 37-38. Midland now up 3 games to none. The Midland men getting things going here in the back half of their match against Weber International, looking in good shape. It's tied up at 2 apiece.
Maryland Eastern Shore, their lineup: Jackie Rhoda, Melanie Kopi, Danielle August, Bridget Jacobs, and Tashina Sorrells. They made a few changes along the way. That's got to push a little. Midland has 2 frames. Midland men, that is, 2 frames to get to a victory. Best Weber can do is shoot 187.
Nice shot there from Dakota Hazelwood of Stephen F. Austin. Inching closer and closer to another win.
Kelsey Anderson, Megan Eaglehouse, then Dakota Hazelwood, Paige Pauscher now will come up. Danielle August, a sophomore from Mililani, Hawaii. That's a 1-2-4. Krauser, 7 pin. Stephen F. Austin.
The Weber International women can convert a 10-pin in the 10th frame to seal up Game 3 against Pikeville and take the 2-1 advantage.
Seen a few spares missed today, Aaron, with the head pin up, missing to the left. So 1-2-4s, 1-2-4. Or 1-2-5-8s, I should say. Missing the head pin left on the spare. It's a tough pattern. And sometimes, especially when you get in the middle of the lane, it can be tricky.
That's going to wrap things up on 29 and 30. Stephen F. Austin moves on for another round. For Maryland Eastern Shore, a solid few weeks here in Baton Rouge, but their run is going to come to an end here. As a graduate student, these might be the final few shots we get to see of Shaina Saras in a Maryland Eastern Shore uniform.
Well, she's had a fantastic career. Two-time MEAC Bowl of the Year. In fact, two-time back-to-back, I should say, last 2 seasons. Won the conference championship this season.
William Patterson is a decent count away from tying up their match against Wichita State at 2 apiece.
Boy, it never gets any easier. It doesn't matter if it's early in the event, in the middle portion, or certainly at the end. And you're on the other side of the match, they lose, or it's always tough. Teams who've seen a lot of one another, of course, in competition. A lot of mutual respect there, certainly. Scotty.
Business is about to pick up here on 27 and 28.
My God.
Wisconsin Whitewater women with the advantage through 8, up 12 against McKendree. Both teams tied at 1.5. Nothing but strikes on 33 and 34 up until a 10-pin there from Pikeville. Weber women have started with the front 4. Pikeville with the first 2 before leaving that 10-pin. The McKendree men in position to go up 3-1 against Wisconsin Whitewater if they can close out the 9th and 10th frames. Whitewater can max out at 184. McKendree with a spare in the 9th. They just need decent count in frame 10. Nice bounce back there from Pikeville for the miscue in frame 7. Tight finish on 41 and 42 between Whitewater and McKendree. McKendree can shut out with another strike in the 10th frame. Wisconsin Whitewater keeping the pressure on with a strike of their own. Looks like the Bearcats are going to take the 2-1 advantage, or 2.5 to 1.5 advantage over the Warhawks. All tied up after the strike from Belleville. Both teams max score 211. Pikeville talking about it. The Lynx wasting no time. Scott Hill trying to do Scott Hill things. Leaves the 310. Doesn't lose any count though. So they would still hold the advantage if Pikeville does not strike. The Midland women are going to sweep Newman 4 games to nothing. Open in the 10th affects the count a little bit here. Pikeville can win it with a strike, otherwise they would need to convert a spare. 9 out would be not enough in this situation. Be 178. McKendree men up 3-1 officially now. Big time shot by big time player Andrew Letcher, NCBCA Rookie of the Year. Gives the Bears the win and a tie in the match, 2-2 now. McKendree women up 2.5 to 1.5. Looks like the Weber men are going to take a 3-2 advantage over Midland over on 19 and 20.
Pikeville continues to be good. Sounds like a stone 8 down on 16 for William Patterson, I think it was. Sometimes you just know the sounds. Very classy gesture, as you saw by Caleb Bandy, and that doesn't shock me one bit. Came up, not completely sure, but I assume that talked to some of the parents of her players and shook their hands, gave them all hugs. You know, the parents are in it just as much as the players. It all goes into one basket, if you will. The players play, of course, the parents parent, the coaches coach. But in one way or another, they all work together at some point.
I think that's a telling thing we hear a lot from these coaches. I know, obviously, we get to hear quite a bit from Shannon O'Keefe between success at the Women's Championships, on the PWBA, and, of course, here at the collegiate level now with the McKendree Bearcats. And, you know, she's not afraid to call those student athletes her kids. So there's definitely a relationship forged there, and I think that trust obviously goes up to the parental level as well, that these parents are trusting these coaches to not only teach these kids everything they know on the lanes here, but more importantly, teaching them life lessons off the lane as well. Definitely goes a long way. Wichita State, Big 10th frame, to take the 3-2 advantage over William Patterson. Strikes in the 9th, 10th, and 11th for the Shockers. Enough to get to 201 to 194. 3-2 Wichita State. That's a winner's round of match. We're down to our final 6 teams on the women's side. Our 2 matches that are done. Stephen F. Austin and Midland knocking out Maryland Eastern Shore and Newman respectively. Weber International with a big 255 in game 4 to go up 3-1 against Pikeville. The McKendree men hold. Oh, it's tough to tell. Early advantage over Whitewater. The teams are 2 frames apart, however. McKendree already through 7. Whitewater just finished up their 5th frame. Nice shot there from U Pike. Second strike of game number 5. Belleville responds with their first strike here in game 5. Hold a 12-pin advantage through 4. Few things better than team bowling. EWJ.
I agree. Wholeheartedly. A lot of responsibility involved. That's why, one reason it sounds weird, but people enjoy it. Being able to affect an outcome for not only yourself, but your team. Which makes losing sometimes tougher, because it's just not yourself. You have to worry about it, dealing with that type of emotion. And it makes winning that much better.
McKendree has already moved into the 10th frame. Max score for Whitewater through 7. They can get to 212. McKendree 1 strike in the 10th already. And McKendree's locked it up. McKendree men are going to win 4-1 over Wisconsin Whitewater. McKendree men finish up with 2:21. That'll be enough. Moving on, another round. The defending men's champions sneaking closer and closer to a return trip to CBS Sports Network. Looks like the Midland men's run is going to be coming to an end. Weber putting together a big performance here. Can get into the 2:30s still. Max for the Midland men at 2:07, so that one officially in the books. Weber men advance to the next round, eliminating Midland. Wisconsin Whitewater women a strike away from tying up their match against the McHenry women at 2.5 apiece. Looks like they got it, so that match tied through 5. Belleville can grab the momentum here. Already has the lead. Would imagine a pretty big eruption if they're able to make it 3 in a row here. Big eruption from the parents back here. Team taking it a little slower. So just count here on the fill ball will be enough to shut out Pikeville to take the 3-2 advantage. Got a question about the Wichita State-William Patterson match. Wichita State holds a 14-pin advantage through 6 frames. Both teams looking to clean up spares in frame number 7. Weber women hold an advantage by 20 at the moment against Pikeville. Weber up 3-1 in that match. As we prepare for game 6 here, where do you think we should go, Mr. Williams? Got some matches, well, 7th, 8th frame right now. Potential shutouts situations. One obviously closer than the other, but got a long ways to go to Wichita State William Patterson.
Yeah, let's go down there.
Let's go down there. All right.
It'll be a tough angle, but
so here's the situation. Wichita State up 3-2, up 16 in the match, can make it 26 with a strike here. Mitch Huppe, member of Team Canada, connecting in the 9th. William Patterson with a spare opportunity in the 8th frame. They can get to 210 total. Wichita State with a mark and decent count in the 10th would surpass that. Wesley Lowe looking to wrap it up here. And that did not look or sound good. 6 count split. Can't tell 100%. Willie P is going to need some strikes though. That looked like that went through the nose. They missed the spare as well, so 59-89, this match already over. Wichita State is going to advance. One more leg in the winner's bracket. So let's head over to 33 and 34 next. Got some developing drama over here. Weber up 3-1. Have the lead, but big 4 in the 9th frame. They will take the 2. Still going to hold the advantage. They can shut out with a mark and 4 would give Weber a shutout and would advance the 2016 champion another round closer. Quick look at the scoreboard there before we head back for Weber's 10th frame. Strike could essentially lock it up here. There it is. Just need 4 pins and 2 shots. So Pikeville not eliminated. Just moves to the elimination bracket. Same with William Patterson. On the men's side, count here will be enough. That's a winner. Weber moving on to the next round, collecting a 4-1 victory over Pikeville. Go back to our featured pair. Only one other match going on at the moment. Wisconsin Whitewater and McKendree women tied at 2.5. Open in frame 3 for Pikeville, but they will be just down 1 here in the early going of game 6. Could take the advantage with the mark after the open frame from Lindenwood Belleville. Get that one right. You want to stay out right. Hopefully not leave the washout. Just the 1-2-4 to convert in the 4th. Observation, Mr. Williams. For Lindenwood Belleville, we've gotten to see them a little bit, you know, just throughout the course of the week. See them at the host hotel. They had some shirts made up this week. I believe it was them that had the hashtag "Why Not Us."
Why not?
Are they a team of destiny?
Another example of a program being built before everyone's eyes and excelling before everyone's eyes as well. Kimberly Williams in her 6th year. I know previously had Mr. Mickelfelder, who was Aaron Mickelfelder's father. Aaron bowled for the Winter University in St. Charles. Her father helped create the program as well. And they're out here doing work. Not over yet, certainly. Long way to go as they trail in this game. I think it's going to be another situation where it'll come down to the 10th frame more than likely. And Andrew Letcher and Scott Hill will have a chance to win a game for Pikeville. It will be about extending the match. For Scott Hill, it will be about sending LU Belleville on to the next round.
The always fun 2-4-5-8. Plenty of ways to make it, plenty of ways to miss it. Best way to make it right there. The other match going on right now on the women's side. The McKendree women hold a 10-pin advantage through 7 frames against Wisconsin Whitewater. Oh.
It's getting closer and closer and closer. Pikeville a frame behind. All right, no love on the 4. Swept all the way, but it did hold line. Good enough to leave a 4-pin, which is much better than anything through the nose at this point. Pikeville still with the lead. Double for Pikeville. No strike there. Would have been a 4-pin match heading into the 10th frame. Scott Hill has left at 310 a couple times on that left lane.
Gotta say, a move definitely needs to be made. But who knows if he's going to end up there for this last game. Higher seed does get lane choice. I have no idea who the higher seed was.
He's kind of done it a little bit. That would belong to. Lindenwood Belden. They're the 6th seed.
Nice cover, big cover in the 10th frame. The McKendree women are going to go up 3.5 to 2.5 against Wisconsin Whitewater on 41 and 42. They're going to be in the 240s this game.
Scott looks like he's just kind of closing down when he gets to the release point. As he comes back, if you notice, he'll kind of motion his shoulder. Stay open if you can.
Nine should be enough in this situation, and it is. Who loves a Game 7? Everybody loves a Game 7. We actually have 2 Game 7s going on, way down on the high end, even though the score looks a little different, 3.5 to 2.5. That was a better shot there.
Well, the old Game 7. Sometimes you can flip a coin.
Looks like LU already, or LUB I should say, already moving over to 28. There's no hesitation there. So we wait for the fill ball. A few questions in the chat room. If a match ends 3.5 to 3.5, we bowl another game. We go till someone gets 4. So if they tie again, we bowl game 9. For Mr. McNeil, you are guessing correctly. If only I included that in my press release. But I did do that, so. Pretty sure I did it. Now I'm going to have to check. But the ISC and ITC times are all 8 p.m. Eastern, CBS Sports Network, starting with the women's singles event May 2nd. The men's singles is May 9th. Women's team May 15th. And men's team May 30th. Each of those 8 p.m. Eastern, CBS Sports Network.
That did not look like it was going to, first of all, stay on the lane and then hook enough to catch the 3 and the 9.
Question about what time everyone's bowling tomorrow. We will be taping all 4 shows starting at 8:45 local time here in Baton Rouge with the men's singles, 11 a.m. women's team, 3:30 p.m. women's singles, and 5:45 the men's team event. That will be on site here tomorrow. Shows all airing in May on CBS Sports Network. LUB putting on the early pressure here. McKendree holding the advantage halfway in their match against Wisconsin Whitewater. Looking to put together 3 in a row. Looks like the Bearcats caught a break over there. Crossing over. Belleville looking for 3 in a row of their own. Asking for some help, asking for some push. Asking for a few pins close to each other. He got that with the 6-10. How about that? How about them dance moves up there too? Ladies watching, that's the guy to talk to at the athlete dance tomorrow night. The McKendree women getting closer and closer to continuing their undefeated streak here inside the Raising Cane's River Center. Out 3.5 to 2.5. Few opens early for Wisconsin Whitewater. That's some good stuff right there from Letcher.
Oh!
We've seen some grindouts here in this match, but things are coming together here in Game 7 for both teams.
Game 7, baby.
Game 7. The McKendree women just pin count away in their 10th frame from advancing another round against Wisconsin Whitewater. Whitewater would go to the elimination bracket in that sense.
Matthew Diamond trying to take care of the spare.
Miscue in the 6th.
First open of this game for either team. And he responds.
Second open of this match.
But it generally goes like that.
So although 2 frames make the difference, pace-wise, it's only a 4-pin match.
McKendree still with plenty of time if you're McKendree, or excuse me, Pikeville, I beg your pardon. You kind of go and say, we've still got time, essentially.
Plenty of time. Can move into the lead with one more strike in frame 8.
That was Jacob Horrell from Lexington, Kentucky, the sophomore.
Talk about a response.
What a shot that was. Tim Hyman.
Big time players doing big time things.
Tim, the senior on this squad, he's not ready to go.
Definitely not ready for that to be his final shot. If it was, though. Oh, goodness.
Uh-oh. Well, for Scott Hill, a double would be good. That's got a hook. Man.
He showed you.
Well, got on the horse.
Pikeville take advantage of the break in the 8th and make it 3 in a row. Tad High leaves the 4.
This is it.
LUB can shut out here. Strike in 6. Oh, holy cow. Probably could have been other words we could have said there. Great shot in the moment.
Someone probably said them. Boy.
All right, sweet and simple here. Pikeville needs a double to have any chance. Otherwise, LUB continues its ride here at the 27 ITC.
I tell you, man.
Going to be clapping for both of these teams as soon as this is over.
Absolutely.
It's unfortunate someone has to go home. This has been a great match.
Congrats to McKendree, the women, defeating Wisconsin Whitewater. On to the semifinals. No one bowling. It's all Andrew Letcher, 2017 NCBCA Rookie of the Year, needing to double.
It's all 44 lanes to himself. Gotta have one to get to. Will it push? 4, 6, 7. Lindenwood Belleville is going to move on to the next round. Great match for both teams there. But the Lynx continue on and move into the top 6. A lot of love there on the lanes. These teams catch each other throughout the year. A lot of respect for a terrific 7-game match. All right, Zach Barton lights the mood with a Pacific time zone start. But if you heard him there, we're going to be starting in just a few minutes, about less than 10 for the next round. Round 6 coming up next here on Bowl TV. Take a quick look at the bracket here, see if we can figure out our next matches real quick. Probably won't be updated online just yet. The winners from the winners bracket are off until the next round. So we'll look at the women's bracket first. McKendree and Weber International, they have a round to relax and prepare. And they are in a position to where they need to lose twice to not make TV. Wisconsin Whitewater will be taking on Midland. On 29 and 30 on the women's side. And on the men's side, McKendree and Wichita State will be in the position where they have this upcoming round off. Our other feature match will include a Weber International taking on William Patterson. That's if I'm reading everything right. So teams have a quick break in between here before we get to round number 6. So our teams getting to their respective lanes. All elimination matches coming up next round. Here on Bowl TV, this is continued coverage of the 2017 Intercollegiate Team Championships taking place at the Raising Cane's River Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Started with 16 men's and 16 women's teams down to the final 6. Only 2 will make it to TV. We'll know our champions tomorrow. The shows will air in May on CBS Sports Network. So everyone hang tight. We got about 5 minutes before they're going to start for practice. So everyone hang tight. Watch Willie P. do some aerobics. Getting loose. They got their music going now. Someone play Running Man. We'll be right back here on Bowl TV.
Just to let everyone know, folks, to just a reminder if you're just joining us, we are in between rounds. Coming up on 27 and 28, we'll have Weber International and William Patterson. On 29 and 30, we'll have the Midland women and the University of Wisconsin Whitewater women. Both of those matches are elimination matches. Also ongoing, on the men's side, we will have Lindenwood University Belleville taking on the UW Whitewater, Wisconsin Whitewater. On the women's side, the other match, also elimination, Pikeville and Stephen F. Austin. The winners essentially get this round off, so they get a chance to relax, regroup, break, and then they will come back. If you haven't had a chance to check out the brackets, please be sure to do that. You can find all of the links available in the event description. I know many of you have checked out not only the bracket but live scoring as well. Be sure to check that and use that, of course, as your other tool. Right now for the men, Wichita State is on through the semifinals along with the McKendree men, the defending ITC champions. Wichita will take on the winner of the Weber-William Patterson matchup. Either way that one goes, that's going to be a good semifinal. Weber and Willie P will be a very good quarter, of course, also. Willie P trying to get back to the finals where they potentially could face McKendree, and that would be a rematch of last year's title match. Of course, Weber trying to get there as well and would love nothing more than to find themselves in the championship match as well. Wichita State obviously looking to earn yet another title for the strong, storied program in Wichita, Kansas. And McKendree will face the winner of the Lindenwood-Belleville, Wisconsin Whitewater matchup. Belleville, of course, the young program, the upstart, trying to make some history here along with Wisconsin Whitewater. They too are trying to get things done and get to the championship final. On the women's side, McKendree, who, as Aaron Smith has noted, has not lost a match in this building. Of course, they were here a week ago and won the NCAA Women's Bowling Championship on these lanes. They find themselves in the semifinals. They will face the winner of the Midland, Wisconsin Whitewater match. Weber, the Weber women into the semifinals as well. They will take on the winner of Stephen F. Austin and Pikeville.
At the conclusion of practice, the higher-seeded team will receive lane choice. Athletes, your lanes are now coming on for your.
All right, folks, practice is on the way. And about 15 minutes or so, we'll be back with you here on Bowl TV. This is the 2017 Intercollegiate Team Championships. Round 6 coming up. Aaron Smith, along with Aaron Smith, Jason Thomas, Emil Williams Jr. On behalf of the rest of the crew, we say thanks for tuning in. Back in a moment.
All right, welcome back to Bowl TV and round 6 here at the 2017 Intercollegiate Team Championships taking place at the Raising Cane's River Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm Aaron Smith alongside Emil Williams Jr. and Jason Thomas. We're down to round 6. Possibility of 8 total rounds tonight. So we will have a re-oil after this squad as we get down to the final 4 teams in both the men's and the women's divisions. Right now on our featured pairs, all elimination matches going on right now. So we will send 2 teams home on each side to get down to 4. We have Weber International taking on William Patterson on 27 and 28. For the women, we have Midland and Wisconsin Whitewater on 29 and 30. The other women's match, Stephen F. Austin taking on Pikeville. The other men's match, Lindenwood Belleville taking on Wisconsin Whitewater. We do appreciate the continued support throughout the week here on Bowl TV, as do these student athletes. It's been a great showcase here at the Raising Cane's River Center, a great venue put together for the USBC Women's Championships. We're certainly glad to share it with you this week. You can follow along with the bracket results, live scoring, more at bowl.com/ITC. You can also go into the description below the video to find links to all of those. There was no re-oil between this squad. If you're watching, you probably did not see any lane machines happen to go by, so this is the burn squad, if you will. Each lane varied on how long the matches went. But team's got 15 minutes to figure out a strategy here. Once again, best of 7. I believe this is the 3rd time in match play we've caught Weber International here on the burn on 27 and 28. Still haven't seen them on the fresh yet. here in match play. They lost yesterday in round 2 to Wichita State to get sent to the elimination bracket. We saw them defeat Notre Dame, Ohio earlier in the day. The always exciting Aaron Juratovic makes it a double. Our winners from the last round. On the men's side, McHenry and Wichita State are off this round. They're both in position to have to lose twice in a row to the same team, whoever may advance out of this round, to not make television. On the women's side, McHenry and Weber, so both of our defending champions, still in great shape for return visits. Patterson can get to 197 this game. Gonna need a little help from Weber if they want to take the early advantage. Mark would shut them out if they do not strike out. Pretty close in our women's feature match at the moment. Weber's going to take game 1. Going to be a close finish between Belleville and Whitewater on 19 and 20. As Russo puts an exclamation point on the Game 1 victory. Just one pin separates Lindenwood Belleville and Wisconsin Whitewater if they're able to get 2 on the split here. In frame 9, they only take 1. So that match all knotted up over on 19 and 20. Wisconsin Whitewater delivers a strike to start things off. Belleville on the open would lose pace if they don't strike on their first shot, but would need Whitewater not to double. Wisconsin Whitewater taking the advantage with the double, as well as Midland losing some count there. Our other women's match, Pikeville with the advantage, up 12 heading into the 10th frame. Both teams on a spare in the 9th. Wisconsin Whitewater gets to 186. Lindenwood needs to strike in order to force a tie. We got a camera on that, Mr. Williams? We do? All right, we're going to switch to that real quick. See if Scott Hill can force the tie with a strike. Unable to do so, Whitewater up 1-0. Wisconsin Whitewater women also up 1-0 here against Midland. As we settle in for this next best-of-7 round. .153-155. Wisconsin Whitewater up 1-0. They were our top seed after 24 Baker games of qualifying yesterday. Won their first 2 matches to earn the late start today before falling to McHenry in the last round.
Wichita State Shockers just rolled in. Get prepared for their next match or 2.
Just a bit outside on that one. Still can't get to come back from there.
Yeah, that's been the constant. Across the board there. If you miss right, playing in.
Just a quick observation from him. The last time we saw Weber International here on the Burn, William Patterson looks a whole zone, possibly more, left of where Notre Dame, Ohio tried to play against these guys.
That's in the middle of the lane.
Bit crispy.
Trying to shoot at a head pin or something with a head pin in it. It's been going left quite often. Seen a lot of missed spares that way this week.
Wisconsin Whitewater out of the gate strong in game 2, sparing the first, next 4. Pretty good shot right there for their 5th consecutive 9 count. Just enough. First strike for William Patterson after 5 consecutive 9 counts. Pioneers up 14-6. First double of game 2. Pikeville women with an early double take the advantage against Stephen F. Austin early in game 2. Wisconsin Whitewater still running 290 here. So they're going to go up 2-0 on Belleville. Just a matter of final score. They get the 1 in the 10th, 9 in a row for the Warhawks. Not much you can do in that situation if you're Belleville. Try to get lined up for next game. Quality shot right there. Courtesy of Willie P. Up 6. Can make it 16 with 1 more in the 9th. Mixing them up. Willie P. up 16 heading into the 10th frame. Down to Russo and Dukowski. 1 more shot for Wisconsin Whitewater, going for 290, which looks like they brought in a sub for the last 2 shots. .287 leaves the 245. Impressive statement there from the Warhawks, up 2-0 against Belleville.
That was Aaron Turner who came in. Aaron made had a nice showing at in the singles competition. ISCs.
All right. Quick turn of events here after the 3-6-10 for Dukowski. He's going to actually finish first. Matt Russo already delivered a strike. 2-10 still out there for Weber. But anything less than 10 on this strike, William Patterson will have a chance to tie things up. Messenger just nudges the 7. So count still a necessity here. Needs 7 to shut out. Gets 8.
That was almost 6.
Well, he just left the 3-6-10, and yeah, that easily could have been 6. Could have been 5, could have been 4. We'll be happy with 8.
We'll take 8.
.201 to 198. William Patterson and Weber all tied up. Other men's match. Wisconsin Whitewater up at 2-0. Midland Cross is over there, in position to even that match up against Wisconsin Whitewater. Hold game 2 in their hands. Stephen F. Austin looking to even up their match against Pikeville, down on 37 and 38. Would be a big double from Paige Krauser. Does not connect. 2 pins separates those teams as they prepare for the 9th. Nice break on the 4-9 there. Wisconsin Whitewater falls in game number 2. Down 1, or tied up at 1 apiece. Appreciate the kind words there, Sandy. But since I'm a nice guy, I won't block her and kick her out of the chat so she can watch. Of course, Wisconsin Whitewater had a very nice year, fell a little short in the NCAAs, making it out here a little bit earlier. However, they have an All-American in Amanda Van Dunn. Well-coached team by Leanne Sullivan. Obviously showed their moxie through 24 games, leading qualifying. Actually posting the same total the men did. So Weber leading the way, so that was a pretty interesting fact. Both teams were minus 56 after 24 qualifying games, earning the Crystal Pin. Another close match halfway through. Weber and William Patterson. Stephen F. Austin tied things up against Pikeville. So both women's matches, one apiece. The Whitewater men, the only team that's at 2-0 so far. Up to the big 287. Down 2 so far through the halfway point. This game to Lindenwood at Belleville. Nice cover there by Uradovic. Taking care of the washout. Loses a few pins in count, but spares the important part. Weber maintains a 5-pin lead heading into frame 7. Early double for Whitewater.
Whitewater wins, it would be a rematch, a lookout 5-pin. Be a rematch of what we saw in round 5. First winners matchup today between Whitewater and McKendree on the women's side.
Weber takes it to William Patterson, the chance to take the advantage here in frame 8. William Patterson gives it back. Unable to convert the nickel. Puts Weber up 4. Have a chance at a tie between Whitewater and Lindenwood Belleville over on 19 and 20. Both teams strike out in the 10th. They would tie at 208. Whitewater already with 1 strike in the 10th. Belleville just delivered 1 in the 9th frame. Whitewater unable to get the second one. They can get to 198 now. Belleville with a chance to take the game with a double in the 10th. Oh, tough break for Midland.
Scott Hill went Brooklyn on the first shot for Belleville, beg your pardon.
Well, important spare conversion there for the Warhawk men. Get to 198. So now Hill must strike. They give Belleville the game. Make that match 2-1 instead of 3-0.
You can hear that from here.
Takes advantage at the break. Turns it into a double. Now just needs to stay behind the foul line.
Shot from the Midland women. There's the Warriors from Fremont. Right down Main Street at the head pin goes Scott Hill. With the appropriate count, stay behind the foul line. Shot from Andrew Dukowski. 194 for Willie P. Spare from Garcia for Weber. Midland with a double in frames 7 and 8. In the program, Bill Holbrook listed as the head coach. You see Chris Uffman down in the pit as well. That one went Brooklyn and it got all of them to fall, and that's a Weber win. Midland with a three-bagger, and they open in the 7th for Whitewater. Six ITC appearances for Midland. 7 now for Whitewater. Big carry there in the 8th. Wow. Shot. Haley Hall has been pretty darn good for Midland all day. Got a possibility of a tie between Midland and Whitewater. Mentioned Belleville got on the board for our other women's match. Start for Weber.
We're watching the end of that Belleville-Whitewater match over there, and we actually didn't see the first shot of the 10th frame for Weber. And Russo left the 7-pin, and Del Warren elected to sub, bringing one of the right-handers to shoot at it. So that's possibly something they've done throughout the year, or maybe Matt's had some issues with corners this week, but
Midland will take game 3. For Whitewater will be 2-1. Pikeville just needs a few pins in the 10th frame to take game 3. They will go up 2-1 over Stephen F. Austin. And every match ongoing currently is an elimination match. But Garcia remains in the ballgame. In the lineup, a 3 position. Whitewater used that opportunity there to give the bowler an opportunity to where they may fit in the lineup if they're lined up. And Sullivan, also former player. Nicole Hoffer out in the settee area as an assistant coach. Saw Katie a little bit last year on the PWBA tour as well. William Patterson is well out in front from a Frank's perspective. Don't need to slow the momentum down.
Not when you're striking.
Absolutely.
Let the good times roll. Wisconsin Whitewater just took the lead against Lindenwood Belleville after striking the 6th frame. Whitewater with a 2-1 advantage there. The ladies of Whitewater just getting ready to start at game 4, down 2-1. Nice shot to kick things off in the 4th. Wisconsin Whitewater has increased its lead against LU Belleville. Warhawks have delivered 6 in a row, looking for 7. We have a 4-pin in frame number 9. Weber looking for some late momentum here in game 4. right, Wisconsin Whitewater men have shut out Belleville in this game. They're going to go up 3-1. Not enough oomph to get the 10 out for Willie P. Up 19 at the moment. Weber not going away just yet. Keep the pressure on here. We'll strike the kickoff to 10th. .217 out there for Weber. Willie P can go strike spare for .216. Can Willie P throw it back at him? There's a few pins on count, 214 at max. Weber gets this one count, good count on the fill ball. They're up 3-1. He's gonna have to hustle back. Still need to make the spare here for William Patterson. They get just one. Weber can tie with a conversion. He gets two. They're good to go. They're winners. And this match is tied up at 2 apiece. Wisconsin Whitewater women ahead early in game 4. That's 2. That's a winner.
That was a fantastic 5th frame. A good shot, good conversion for Whitewater. Van Dyne. Midland, though, counters immediately with a double.
Well, the ever popular take the 3-pin the 1-3-6-7.
That does happen. Probably more than it should. Game, I've done it. Jake Rollins getting the field ball.
Question in the chat about where is Matt Cannizzaro? That's a great question. He's living the dream in Las Vegas, Nevada right now at the USBC Open Championships. You can see playing for Matt at the official USBC Open Championships Facebook page. Midland taking the advantage here on 29 and 30. Working on 3 in a row, hoping for 4. That's got back from way downtown.
Oh, we got on the horse. Candace Goldfinch. Midland has been pretty consistent with their lineup. They've gone Chloe Bartlett, Whitney Larenson, Alicia Faley, and Goldfinch, and their anchor has been Haley Hall, who has delivered more times than not today. Wisconsin Whitewater getting the top seed in the event. This is a 1-8 matchup. rematch of round 2 yesterday. Of course, Whitewater won that matchup. That sent Midland into the contenders bracket. Midland 3-1 at the moment. From a match perspective, that's how many matches they've won.
A good count away from being 3-1 in this match as well. Stephen F. Austin is going to tie things up against Pikeville at 2 apiece. Ajax ran off a 4-bagger in the back half of that game. Pikeville cannot reach him.
Out there from Ramon Hilfery.
There's one thing I've been enjoying this whole time, and they can't see it on the cameras, but there's some Weber fans sitting in the front row, and at every shot when they go up there, they will sit back down, but they will rise up like this is a shot to win it all. But every shot big at this stage, of course. Many fans still just kind of standing and chilling. That one trucked. William Patterson trying to get something going here on 28.
Whitewater women have their work cut out for them. They're down 3-1. Again, the winner of that match will take on undefeated McKendree. Wow, indeed. Second open for William Patterson. Weber rolling here in game 5.
There's a 310 of their own in the 8th frame, but well ahead through this juncture. Game 5 getting pretty tight between Lindenwood Belleville and Wisconsin Whitewater. Whitewater is going to have the chance to shut out this game, but Belleville still right in it. Got a match strike for strike in the 8th and 9th frame. Whitewater 2 frames ahead. Whitewater now 3 frames ahead, already into the 10th. Deliver the first strike there. They can strike out for 223. Max total for Belleville, yet to bowl in the 8th, 9th, or 10th, 224. Strike or go home time for LU. That shot got right, did not get back. Whitewater is just count away from sealing the deal. There's a winner for the Warhawks on 19 and 20. They are advancing to the round of 4. Whitewater now will get a rematch with McHenry, and will have to beat him twice in order to make it to the championship round.
Fantastic run for LU Belleville.
It was definitely fun to watch.
Shot. Nice double for Whitewater early here for the women. Look out. The Willie P will be down 3 games to 2. Taking a few players and a couple chances to throw the rock at the end of this game, of course. Game over, so you're afforded that opportunity essentially. One, 2, 4, 10. After the double for Whitewater. Midland clean. Move forward, no strikes though. Midland men back, or I should say in front of us, front row supporting. Pikeville and Stephen F. Austin on the women's side. Tied at 2 games apiece. Fan of either team, be sure to, of course, check out the live scoring link. 3 matches remain after the Wisconsin Whitewater men. I'll move on to the semifinals. Those gentlemen will take on McKendree, team that they lost to earlier today in the winners bracket matchup at 1 o'clock. Now UW will have to defeat McKendree in 2 matches to move on to the TV finals. Whitewater has taken a 3-pin lead despite their open. The double certainly helped. No strike still for Midland. And Willie P has taken the time necessary using the last 3 frames to get their substitutes an opportunity to throw a couple shots. And congrats to LU Belleville. Great run and a great season. First strike of the match, or excuse me, of the game, I beg your pardon, for Midland. Comes in the 7th frame. Can Whitewater answer? Yes, they will. Heck of a shot.
Despite that being just their first strike, have stayed clean. Only down 3.
Strikes until the 7th, and you get one to cross over in the 8th. And then Midland trying to move on. All right, here we go. Game 6 on 27 and 28. And fast 8 for Whitewater in the 8th frame. Radovich crossing over for Weber. Another shot to set things up. Candace Goldfinch for Midland. Best Whitewater can do is shoot .204. Right now, Midland working at high 202 team pace. They can shoot .231. Whitewater needs to, of course, put a little pressure on here. We'll start in the 9th frame. High, 3-6. Haley Hall to send Midland to advance. Bang! Haley Hall once more and again for Midland. And the Warriors move on to face McKendree. McKendree also undefeated, of course, today. And just on the other side, Pikeville strikes on the fill shot to defeat Stephen F. Austin in 192 to 191 after the open in the 10th from Stephen F. Austin. And Pikeville now takes a 3-2 lead in that match. Good shot there from Van Dyne. Amanda, heck of a season. Dyne, the senior, Taylor Hoppe, senior as well. Two seniors leaving this program for Wisconsin Whitewater. Topsy won the High Qualifier Award. 24 games of Baker. Won their first match against Mount Mercy. Defeated Midland in round 2. Lost to McKendree. And then losing to Midland on the return trip. Midland gets the revenge. All right, William Patterson open in the second. Surrounded by a few strikes. Now a 3-pin here in the 5th. Pin miss there by Dukowski. And the 6th still early. Weber in open. And the 4th as well. .300 games in the bracket. Now Whitewater did shoot .287. We had a couple, it might have been during qualifying. Had some folks out in the front 7 and 8. Now a 2-7 for Willie P in the 7th frame. Juratovic for Weber. Get some love.
Back-to-back opens. Can they take the momentum? Do not leave the washout there. Don't lose any count either.
So William Patterson, I think, kind of need them all right now, I think. We've seen crazier things certainly happen.
We have seen some crazy things so far this week.
Big slash right there in the 8th frame. Almost got up the hill. Pin match or game. 3 games to 2 match in favor of Weber. Winner will move on to face.
Great shot there.
Wichita State. It was a great shot.
Steve Greco. Handing it off to Dukowski in the 10th. They can get to 194. Oh, made a change there. All right. Weber's going to step up first here. 9th frame. Big shot right there. William Patterson now in must-strike territory. That is out the window. Spare and strike gets him to 174. 9 out would be 174 for Weber. Any type of mark here. Warriors are moving on to the next round. That shot inside, crosses over, but effective nonetheless. Not the way you want to close it out. But a win is a win is a win. This match wrapped up. Let's go to Pikeville and Stephen F. Austin. That was the 9th frame for Pikeville, up 3-2 in the match, but down in the game by 20. Take a look at the screen real quick here. All right, that's going to do it. We're going to have a Game 7 between Stephen F. Austin and Pikeville.
Another good run, from Willie P. Who'll just continue to get things done. Aaron Smith, they've been around for a very long time as a program.
Definitely a storied history. Made their first ITC finals, or I should say their first ITC win back in 1992. Looking for number 2 last year. But falls short of making it back to CBS Sports Network here in 2017. Game 7 underway. Between Pikeville and Stephen F. Austin. Stephen F. Austin has gone on a tear the past few rounds. This is the first match they've really been challenged so far today. Having started early this morning, they bowled in the very first elimination round. Swept Grandview, defeated Wichita State 4-1, and then swept Maryland Eastern Shore to make it here against Pikeville. One pin match through 2 frames here in the early going. Pikeville in the third. Oh, looks like we had a score correction there. Just bounced out of the gutter. This is 9-0 in frame number 2 for Pikeville. Unable to convert, so back-to-back opens for Pikeville. Stephen F. Austin looking to stay clean through 3. Paige Krauser comes in light for Stephen F. Austin. Hold the advantage here in the early going. Pikeville, let's see if they can take advantage of the break in frame 3. Crossover again. No such love this time, leaving the 6-10. Stephen F. Austin gives some of it back. Open in the 4th. 65 in the 4th for them. Follow along with live scoring at bowl.com/ITC or in the description area below the video. We have a link. Already up 8, Stephen F. Austin. Looking to make it 18. Nice shot there for the Bears. Seesaw battle here in Game 7. A quick look at the scoreboard here. Wheelan and Dealan, big double for Pikeville. Can now take the lead with a good count on their next shot. Stephen F. Austin responds with a strike of their own in frame 7. There's a quick look at the scoreboard one more time. Pikeville for 3 in a row. Gets it. Stephen F. Austin makes it back to the 1-3. Leaves the 10. Pikeville has taken the advantage, though. Pikeville wasting no time to get up here in the 9th frame, looking to make it 4 in a row, keep the momentum going. Bounce back nicely after 2 opens. The early going, 2nd and 3rd frame. Can they make it 4? Through the nose, 6-10. Chance for Stephen F. Austin to come up here, throw a strike in the 9th frame, and leave it up to the anchors. Big time shot. Paige Krauser. The spare here, we could have a tie. That is not what the Bears needed. That one right all the way. Winning time for Stephen F. Austin. Can they finish it off? Leave a 6-10 of their own. Momentum swings left and right. Pikeville can now win this with a double. Six tens for everybody. Stephen F. Austin can convert here. Destiny in their own hands. Stephanie Schwartz. First things first. Covers a 6-10. Will need 7 pins to shut out. They take the 2. Quick look at the scoreboard. So 7 pins or better for Stephen F. Austin, and the Lady Jacks make it another round after getting set to the elimination bracket early. That's 9. That's a winner. Stephen F. Austin wins in Game 7 against Pikeville. As we mentioned, Stephen F. Austin had been cruising throughout the day so far. This is the first match that they've really been contested. Well-deserved round of applause for both teams there.
Round 6 of competition in the Intercollegiate Team Championship match play. We do have a quick competition break for a reoil before our round 7 championship matches to decide who will bowl each other on television tomorrow. That next round will begin at 5:45. Once again, the next round will begin at 5:45.
All right, folks, you heard it there from tournament manager Zach Barton. 5:45, 6:45 Eastern time, 5:45 local time here in Baton Rouge. We'll be back, so we're going to turn the cameras off for a minute, and we'll see you soon here on Bowl TV for the final rounds before we know our finalists for the 2017 Intercollegiate Team Championships. Shout out to my guy, Emil Williams Jr. on the cameras there doing some work. Appreciate it, E. I'll let you take us away.
All right, folks, 5:45 local, central, 6:45 Eastern. Heck of a day, and it's only going to get better. We'll know more, of course, who will be on TV. We will find out in our next round. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked on Bold TV. So until round 7, we'll be back in a moment. For Aaron Smith, Jason Thomas, my name is Emil Williams Jr. This round 5 and 6 presentation, you watched it live right here on Bold TV.